Okay, we're streaming. Go.
Yeah, we're going.
All right. Hey, if you guys can hear my voice, you're on LSD. That's the Lonely Screen Delicatessen. With me tonight, as always, is my Pinoy boy toy, Mike
Facebook.
Novolozo. And I've got with me my brother from another
Oscar, a
mother,
second.
one of my best friends in the world, the proprietor, creator, and purveyor of The Basement Presents and all of its various legs of the mighty octopus, the eight-limb style, Marlon.
What's going on, man?
Mr. Handsome himself, the Tom Selleck of our era, the guitar player of my personal favorite band to see live, Hunter from Spread the Dub. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for having me.
Man, guys, with this quarantine, all I'm seeing is my wife and my kid. I haven't committed a spousal murder yet, or a childocide, whatever they call that technically. So I'm proud of that, but I'm happy to see your faces because it's the only faces I've seen besides my masked grocery lady behind a plexiglass.
Oh, man, what a downgrade.
Telling you. How are you boys doing?
Doing good, man. Hanging in there.
Yeah, doing all right, mate. Just like everybody else, stuck at home, you know what I mean? Trying to make the best.
I'm outside all day touching people, shaking people's hands, touching their face, and then touching mine.
Oh, that's good. That's highly recommended.
Like 8 hours a day.
Novolozo's licking the homeless on a regular
Right?
basis.
I mean, those people don't have anything. They're not coming into contact
their immune
with people.
systems have to be pretty dope, right?
Yeah, man.
I mean, you sleep outside, their immune system's got to get pretty dope.
The dude under the bridge.
I've been building up my immune system for a long time.
Dude under the bridge.
Yeah, well, Hunter's immune system is like fucking. He could last a nuclear bomb. He's
like a cockroach.
Cockroach genes, bro.
The shit that he puts himself through, fucking hell.
Yeah.
The cure's probably with Hunter.
Hey, Andrew, where can people find us for this live chat right now?
You should check us out on YouTube on the Lonely Screen Delicatessen channel.
Hold on.
YouTube, Lonely Screen Delicatessens.
Yeah, I can send a link.
Yeah, Mike will drop a link into the whatever the thing.
All right.
Yep.
This is why Mike's
Cool.
of the utmost importance because I don't know what the technical shit is. Marlon learned that doing stuff with me. I got an idea.
So it's Lonely Screen?
Lonely Screen Delicatessen, LSD.
LSD, Lonely Screen Delicatessen. Cool, like that. Sharing it. Let's talk.
So yeah, boys, we are here partly because I want to talk to you guys about what you think. Both of you have DJ'd. Marlon has a whole company based on it.
Yeah, he got me into it.
And got you going with it. Now, my question is, what do you guys think the DJ scene is going to be like? Because we talked about like bands coming back for live stuff and things like that and the time frames we think about. Do you think it's going to be sooner? Do you think dance clubs, do you think those kinds of gigs are going to start in a different time frame? Is that scene going to be more resilient? Because I almost feel like that audience is going to be like more like, yeah, let's go get it.
I would like to think that it's going to just get, it's going to be crazy. I think loads of people will go out. There's going to be plenty of events and stuff. But what I'm actually hoping, though, I'm hoping that DJs and musicians and all that, with the time that they've stayed stuck at home, that they come out with new cool shit. Do you know what I mean? Like they really worked on, like they worked on the craft, like, and really just come out of the gate with just nothing but dope music and
like a whole
new stuff.
album.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
People have had so much time off that you really have the time to go search for new music and like reinvent your set and stuff like that. And like that's what I'm excited for, is what he's saying. Like to go back out to live shows, I think you're going to see something different before it left. And everybody's been at home getting creative, and like I've heard so many good albums come out in the last few months, and I think people are staying busy, and the technology's there to do it from a safe space in your own homes.
Right on.
And collaborate, and I'm just really excited because everybody has time off of touring and gigging all this time to like actually sit at home and create again.
Yeah.
Which is nice. It's really refreshing. Like that's the upside of all this, is like a lot more people have time to be creative again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, what do you think is going to be like the tipping point of the wave to bring everybody back? What's going to be that break?
I mean, I think people are ready to go back. I think it's going to be a very slow progression into getting back into things, and maybe they'll open up venues and bars, but they're only going to let a few people in. But people are Jones, and they're chomping at the bit, man. Like, if you've been stuck in your home, especially with a significant other for a while, you're going to want to see somebody else.
So I'm in Atlanta, and we opened up last Friday.
Yeah.
And people our age group, like mid-30s and down, are chilled out staying in their house if they can afford to, right? But everybody who's like 55 and older is in the streets. They don't give a fuck. They went from hoarding toilet paper to being like, I'm out in this bitch, no mask, I'm touching my dick, I'm touching my eyes. And I wonder if we're going to see like if we're going to follow them into the like, if they're like, okay, let them take the beach and we'll see what happens and then move in, or if everybody's going to be like, yeah, dude, my fucking uncle's out there drinking tonight, I'm going fucking out. Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like you said, you see more people out in public than you did before this stuff happened. Like, I was just downtown West Palm, and I've never seen the amphitheater across the street from downtown as busy. Not even in concerts. There's more people there walking their dogs, getting out of the house.
Right.
Because everybody's so bored, and you know, it's kind of nice to see people like outside and enjoying like the real world now.
Right.
Just because they're so bored being at home.
Everybody was already out. Florida didn't listen to the stay-at-home advisory. It was like 1%.
I mean,
everybody
Florida doesn't
listen
to shit.
And I
Florida
think
tries to fist fight hurricanes.
Georgia's actually beating us as far as reopening and stuff too. Where you're at, I'm sure.
We're popping right now. Shit's open. Shit's going on. Like, nobody gives a fuck. And also, I got a lot of church people around me. I'm northwest of Atlanta, and I got a lot of church. And you know, I got no problem with church people. I love church people. I grew up from church people, but they don't give a fuck because they're like, Jesus got it. I'm good. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that one, you know what I mean? I don't know if that one goes over scientifically. I don't know. I don't know how Jesus felt about viral shit, but I know they don't.
I think he created most of them.
Right.
But I know they don't give a fuck about no stay-at-home order. They're going, churches are full on Sunday, bro. Churches are popping on Sunday.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's funny when I see that stuff in the news that the pastors that like said that like, oh, you know, God will help us. They're coming down with the virus and stuff too. So.
Well, because they're right in that age group. They're in that pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dumb.
But they're gathering all these people together, and then they kind of that's when you'll see like if we're like smart about this, like on reopening, and we keep our distance and like we ease into this. The only reason the numbers are so good right now is because we're doing what we're supposed to.
Right.
And it's like, I think everybody's jumping.
Florida is not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
We're not, but like we're doing it.
I mean, like
I said, but like we're doing good. Like we're following it a little bit, but I think that's why you're seeing a progression number. But people are getting so over this, and they're ready to get back to life too soon.
I know
but the only reason we'll see a decrease is by this.
I know you guys are doing the right thing and like staying in, like, and not going out unless you have to. I'm out all the time. There are more people out.
I'm still working too.
Yeah, there are more people out now, like you said, than there were before. Like, they just don't have a place to go. So now they're just out in groups in public places. They're like, this park's not closed. And they're like chatting with each other. They're like, oh, this park's not closed, or there's nobody in this park. Everybody go here. That's happening.
So hopefully they do that when the music events start going.
They're gonna.
But here's my whole thing about that, right? Florida is not listening to social distancing and like staying at home. We have the most cases in Palm Beach County, but like still we don't have close to as many cases as New York, right? And death rate is still like low. Like, I'm not sure that like Florida's a good test study, like a test case for like.
Well, that's what this is. That's what opening some states are.
No. I'm saying Florida during the quarantine is a good test case for like what would the difference be. Like, like if we didn't close anything down, like as soon as like bars and like non-essential places closed down, Floridians were like, let's all go outside, let's all go hang out together, wear a mask, don't wear a mask, whatever. So like they were interacting with their neighbors more than they were before this thing happened.
So about half of the parks,
and we're still not like, we're not all dead. That's my whole thing. Like
right. Like, well, about half of the parks in Atlanta opened on Friday, right? So my kid was like chomping at the bit. I'm like, let's go out to one of these like big parks with a lot of trails, and we can just get lost. And I do that a lot with her, like almost every weekend normally, and we don't see that many people. You maybe see like one or two other groups of people hiking and shit, and there was like 20 fucking groups, 50 groups of people, and there's some signs, you know, if you want to come in the park, you got to wear a mask and all that shit. Nobody's wearing masks. Nobody gives a fuck. It's signs saying don't use the picnic shit because, you know, we don't want to spread shit. Use the trails, but don't sit, don't congregate. Everybody's having fucking lunch together. So whatever happens is going to happen. I'm curious to see if there's going to be the snapback effect that everybody's talking about where it's like things.
What, the second wave?
I don't.
Yeah.
But
Spanish
I'm saying
flu,
with
Philadelphia,
Florida,
1900s shit.
No, I'm saying Florida is a good case to say that that's not going to happen because, like I said, Florida was like did the opposite of what you were supposed to do. Like maybe 1% of the state stayed in. Everybody else was like fucking party. Like there were. Dude,
like
I have
Florida
so
every
many,
other day.
I have so many videos of people saying like a packed house party where people are this close to each other. Like they're on the stairs and they're like West Palm Beach popping off, Palm Beach Island popping off, Boynton Beach popping off. I'm like, okay, like they're definitely not following like even if it was just flu season, you shouldn't be doing that. And they're like, get fucking close together, and like we're still not having that like epidemic level death rate in our state.
That's the thing that's
you know what I think
this.
My theory is on that though, because like you're right, there's loads of people, especially young people in that. But like I feel like they probably bang one another, and they're just immune to it. The amount of fucking STDs that's been transferred. I'm sorry.
They have STD immunity.
Everyone in West Palm's immune.
Exactly.
You know what's funny? Somebody brought, when I was bringing that up, somebody was like, "Oh, but Palm Beach County has the most cases." I'm like, Palm Beach County has more elderly people in the county than exist in the entire nation. Yeah. Like a good chunk of our population are the people that are susceptible to getting anything, not like let alone this, like anything. And the dumb thing is, like those are the people that we should have been protecting the most. But like, the people that are going in there are the same nurses that are working in the hospitals where it is. So like when I say in there, I mean like nursing homes and stuff. So this is what I don't understand. Like if you really wanted to keep the elderly people safe, like the people that work there could only work there, right? Then they would have to be like tested as they go in. But like no nursing homes or elderly facilities are doing that. They're like, where'd you come from? Oh, I just came from JFK. There's 50 cases of coronavirus in there, and they're not on one floor, and they're on every floor coughing all over everybody. Oh yeah, come on in, take care of these 200 old people.
I've been telling my daughter when she's acting wild in the house, I go, hey, we're not going to the hospital unless there's a bone sticking out of the fucking meat, okay?
But you shouldn't even...
We're not going
That's the scary part, man.
I'm not going for 5 years to the hospital.
No, even then, like, because she's a kid, they wouldn't let her in. They would, like, because they're opening up special things because...
Satellite offices and shit?
Children aren't allowed in hospitals right now because...
There's a lot of stores still disallowing children in Georgia right now.
It doesn't affect them at all.
Like
almost all children are 100% asymptomatic, and they're probably just carrying it around and like, Grandma,
Grandma. My daughter's 5. My daughter's 5.
It's funny you say that about the hospitals. Like, man, I sliced my finger open the other day, and they're like, "You want to go get stitches?" I'm like, "No, fuck that. I'm not going to the fucking."
My buddy,
not going to the hospital.
Yeah, right.
Like,
my buddy was.
They need to focus
sick,
on that,
right? My buddy was super sick, and he was like, "Should I go to the ER?" And I'm like, "No, because if you don't have coronavirus and you're sick,
you will
go to the hospital. You will." I was like, "Go to urgent care." He went to urgent care. Like, he already got the coronavirus test because I basically scared him into, like, getting it. I was like, you need to get a test. You're sick in the middle of a pandemic. So he goes and gets it. He's like, I'm negative, but I still feel like shit. I'm like, just go to the, like, for anything right now, go to the urgent care. Like, get your coronavirus test first and then go to urgent care. Because that also, like, lets you skip the line. Because if you go to the urgent care and you don't have the coronavirus test, they're going to make you do a test, and then you sit sick until they confirm that you don't have it. And then, and then you go in. So if you've already got the paper that says, like, hey, I don't have it, I'm just sick as shit, you get right in. And that's
what I actually got tested the other day. But
oh, no shit.
It's a funny story. Well, I came down with a fever like a week or two ago, and my girlfriend, she's overcautious about this whole thing and like keeping us safe and like keep me on top of it, which is great. But she heard I had a fever, and she's just like, "Oh, we got to get a test. We got to make sure you're all right." So we ended up finding some bootleg tests through rehab clinics in Florida, and get a self-test kit, and
no,
what?
So
wait, you need to go get tested for free at the drive-through clinic.
Just when you say bootleg test, I feel like that one gives you COVID.
Well, right. I didn't finish the story. No, it's legit. They're nice tests, but they have access to
nice.
before anybody gets
They're nice. They come from good families. They're nice.
They're nice tests. They're the greatest tests. But so I get the test, and it didn't come with the self-prick your finger thing, so you got to get a blood sample.
Right.
So I'm sitting there with a needle and thread trying to make myself bleed. And man, if you ever tried to hurt yourself with a fucking needle and thread, it's fucking difficult. I've done all sorts of things.
Why don't you get your missus to do it?
She offered, but like, dude, you put that needle too far, throw that up my guitar again. Anyways, so I'm sitting at home trying to make myself bleed with this little needle. We finally get enough, and like the test works and all that. We get the results back. 3 or 4 days later, I might have to cut the finger off because I got all these black marks in it. But I'm COVID free.
Damn.
You just need to sleep with your finger in a little tub of rubbing alcohol, and that'll kill everything. That's any wound in my family. My dad is, come here, pour rubbing alcohol in.
But I'll tell you, man, it's really difficult to take a blood sample of yourself because you know what's going in there. It's like,
how soon did you get the results?
You got to wait 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like a pregnancy. It's like the one you pee on, but you put blood on it.
Look at Novo's face.
I'm not a doctor. But my wife is. So the tests don't require blood.
No, it did require blood. I had to get it.
No, I'm saying the ones that what's the word I'm looking for? The CDC uses don't require blood.
No,
it takes 5 to 7 days to accurately get results.
Somebody just stole Hunter's blood, and they're gonna clone him.
No, I did it at home, so I'm trying to get blood on this thing. But
wait. So
you said it worked like a pregnancy test?
Yes.
You pricked your finger, you put a little bit of blood on it, and then it just come up with no COVID or what? Like
literally like a pregnancy test. Like the shade turns a different color.
That wasn't real. That wasn't real. That was not real. You didn't do a real one. You need to go through the drive-through, bro. Oh, God.
The drive-through. When has there ever been a professional drive-through? I've been a few Marlon before. They never make a good burger.
That's literally the safest way to do the COVID testing is you drive through, like you drive up to this window at this medical facility. It's like screen, plastic screen. They feed you like a bunch of information. It gets all disinfected. You fill out everything. You have to make an appointment a day in advance, right? They get all the information. It's free, number one. And then the whole thing, then you kind of like stick your head in the window. The things open up, and then they tell you to put your head back, and they put this long Q-tip into like right here, and it hurts. And then they get like a little sample, then they pull it out.
It's like when you got a broken nose and they got to clean all that shit out.
But it's past that. Like they have to go into where like the palate.
It feels like it's like up by your eye when they're doing it.
Yeah. No, apparently it feels like it's like right here. Because they go in and down into the cold part of your nasal passages.
It's like when they got to do the dick test and stick the dick
Yeah, Michael, you really sold me. That's the one.
But that's how you have have to do it.
Wait,
Right, Marlon?
just a quick. That is how you do it.
You have to do it like that because he literally somebody sold him a pregnancy test, reprogrammed it that says COVID or no COVID, and they got
good news.
Blood on
I'm not pregnant. I don't have COVID, but I do now have tetanus.
So just to change the subject real quick. As at the same time, I'm talking to you guys and listening to you guys. I put that Kenny and Spenny fucking thing on.
Yes.
And there's a part in there where like he pukes on his head. to make him look like he vomited.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm watching this shit like, what the hell?
Dude,
it's a great show.
It doesn't start off that
Canadian
crazy.
Canadian comedy is the perfect blend between British comedy and American comedy.
Dude,
Letterkenny's
means. Yeah, Letterkenny's so good. Trailer Park Boys is so good. There's so much shit out of Canada that's so fucking. John Candy's from Canada. We all want to like that guy.
That's true.
Kenny versus Spenny. The first season starts off kind of mild and ramps up because
ramps up hard.
Because Spenny doesn't know that Kenny's cheating, like for the first 2 episodes, and then he watches them and he's like the third episode, he's like, okay, and you're not going to cheat. These are the rules, and I've made extra rules and amendments and all this stuff. And as soon as he figures out that like he's been cheating the whole time, it literally just escalates in exponentially.
It's a great series,
dude.
So it's a great recommendation for a quarantine watch for sure.
Yeah, and it's free on YouTube. All of it's free on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I watch at night when I'm, like, editing and working and playing video games. It's just on this other screen, constantly going. And sometimes like that, like, I'll see him, like, vomit. I'm like, what? What the hell? You know?
So, that's a great segue. Oh, there's Hunter. That's a great segue, though. Kenny versus Spenny. We were having a discussion recently that tagged onto a discussion that Marlon and Hunter have been having, where Marlon has accused Hunter and his entire tribe of not having properly functioning taste buds and not being able to manage, handle, or execute spice.
Mm-hmm.
And Hunter being the, let's say, appropriately seasoned man of the world that he is, took great offense to this. And a challenge has been brought to the table, a gauntlet has been dropped, and I have shipped you boys 2 containers of 6 Carolina Reaper chilies each. Oh, Hunter left again. We lost him again.
This shows you that he's scared about the challenge.
He's like, bye.
Bye. My God.
He can't even handle the spicy conversation.
Yeah.
He's like, this is too salacious for me. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. And he came on at the wrong show. He's got a black man, a Latino man, and an Asian man. We are literally a trifecta of spice.
Yep.
Oh, we got you back. Oh,
there we go.
There he is. So,
standard white man excuses. Oh, my stuff didn't work. Oh.
So we were just saying, Hunter, that I just shipped you guys the peppers.
No.
They should be there this coming week. And we're going to see who is truly a master of spice after you've been accused of being a spiceless, bland, boiled chicken breast. What do you have to say, Hunter?
Dude, it's so funny. I've shown Marlon everything there is about taste, and he just calls me out all the time.
We didn't get any of that.
He said he's shown you everything there is about taste. I respect.
Like, I've shown you so much about taste since you've been here.
Shit.
Bad taste.
I was gonna say.
That's why he asked me to start DJing with him. He loves my taste.
All right, I give you that. You got good taste in music. That's about it.
Fair. Okay. All right.
Yeah. But I don't know how he started on this whole spice thing, because I love good food, man. I live for good food. It's what I'm all about. Like, I support every good, like, underground, locally owned food shop around here, and I know all the spots. You ever need one, ask me. Marlon got on this kick.
This sounds a lot like my best
meme lord over here.
That sounds a lot like my best friend's a black guy. Like that's what that sounds like to me. Like,
I know black guy.
I know all the local spots. I support all the local. Yeah.
Oh, I have a couple of them. That's not my Marlon card, though. Marlon's a British guy.
I know black guy. I know Asian guy. I know Spanish guy. I make my face mouth.
So, what are we gonna define the challenge as? Are we eating? My thought was that you guys would have the peppers in front of you and begin eating them and continue to do so all down 6 peppers until somebody bows out. Like, you eat one, you guys wait a minute or two, a couple minutes, and see if anybody wants to go in for a second and escalate it. And
no.
And
I am not. I'm not even.
We're gonna see if we can
give myself a fucking ulcer from fucking trying to keep up with
an ulcer.
That's what I was saying.
You've got Caribbean guts.
I've already had one.
I'm happy to do the pepper.
I've already had one of those. It's no fun.
We were talking about this before we went live. They're both not going to be able to do more than one, if they can do one at all without spitting it out.
Well, I am going to have Tommy Donuts, Tommy the Great, on with us as well to join you. And for every pepper you guys do, he's going to double your dose. Just to make it interesting.
All right.
So if you guys eat one and feel like you can handle another, you can torture Tom. Because then if you eat two, he'll eat four. You feel me?
Oh, so
I don't want to do that to Tom.
He's eating
and so does Tom.
So he's eating
I lost connection with you guys.
He's eating as many as you guys. Oh.
As the both of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we can hear you, Hunter. We can hear you. You're a little bit frozen, but we can hear you. You got frozen in a way where your hat. You got frozen where your hat bill and your mustache kind of made you look like Hitler. just a little bit. Just a little bit.
There it was.
This is why we're eating peppers.
There it was.
This is why we're eating damn peppers.
So, I'm excited to see what's your guys' prediction on the pepper challenge. I'm gonna be bold, and I'm gonna put my money on my boy, my fucking homie. I think Marlon's gonna hack it no problem.
I'm putting money on Hunter because I feel like Marlon has sense and, like he said, doesn't want to have an ulcer.
Oh shit!
I feel like Hunter will humiliate himself for any reason, and he'll just stick 3 in his mouth to start. And Marlon will be like, "I ate one. Oh, you won. Good job. I'm not gonna die. Enjoy your flaming diarrhea."
I feel like Marlon eats one and goes like, I could do another one. Like that's what I feel like because I've seen Tom just eat them like fucking candy.
Yeah, but it's Tom.
Yeah, he's
Tom
an outlier.
Is superhuman.
Yeah, but I've also seen like a spicy lollipop drop him at the same time. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Marlon's got a little bit of the Jamaican spice thing going for him with his mom's side. She's made me some of the best food I've ever had. Oh my god, her Jamaican jerk is fire.
But
I really feel
so
from what I've heard, that's worth a trip to England.
But still, like
it was.
Marlon, you said Scotch bonnet is like no problem, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say no problem, but I could eat.
Like a couple of them, yeah.
Yeah.
It's 1,000
I think
Scotch
Marlon
bonnets worth of spice.
We could do spice, but I got a thing where I could handle it.
You are.
Wait, did you say
I said you could definitely do the spice. So I'm a little worried about the competition because Marlon's good with spices and stuff, but I can handle the heat pretty well. I've been practicing.
All right.
What with you?
I ate the jalapeno that they gave me with Lapitas last night.
Oh wow.
Oh, jalapeno. Yeah. That's like literally children can do that, no problem. Good job. That's baby spice. That's baby spice, bro. We're on we're on scary spice right now.
That's what Joe Rogan gives his kids as a baby food. Jalapeno slices. Fucking shit, man. So I'm excited. So what you gotta do is you let me know as soon as the peppers come, and we will arrange the show.
Sure.
It's gonna be goddamn fun. And Tom's gonna eat a whole goddamn bag of them just to show you boys up. He's gonna just go like,
man.
If you guys
please don't make him do that. Please don't make him do that.
It doesn't even bother him. It doesn't even bother him. It's crazy as fuck. You've seen
Marlon.
My God.
If you guys want, you can come to the podcast studio that I'm going to have set up for when Andrew comes down. That way, we can do it all live. We can have Tom and Andrew broadcast from where they are, and then we can make sure it's fair or whatever, and you know.
That'll be awesome. That'll be hilarious.
It'll be like a little event. What
that
happens?
Sounds good, man.
So we understand the winner gets to go against Tom. What happens to the loser?
I think the pepper is what happens to the loser.
No, because the loser has had less pepper than the winner.
And I'm gonna take the winner out to a baller dinner when I fucking come down to Florida next.
No, but
you're not getting laid. What am I hearing in the background?
Yeah, I hear that we're boring and you're not getting laid, Hunter.
No. Nobody said anything about that.
I heard
they
that
just walked
clear
in
as
so they're
day.
watching the quarantine. Microphone's really good.
Oh, they heard me?
Yeah.
I heard that we're boring.
I didn't say it was boring. I said it was really fun time.
No, I heard everything you said.
Oh, shit.
And
These are two grown men trying to figure out how to get an ice cube out of an ice tray right now.
I don't know what.
I'm getting shit on from all directions over here.
No, fuck.
That's great.
Well,
Well, shit,
no.
boys.
The loser, like, I feel like they win because they haven't eaten as many peppers. So something has to happen to the loser to make them not want.
I agree.
Not want to lose.
Oh, I don't think I'm diabolical enough for that kind of strategy.
How about this?
What's your
The
thought?
winner decides the loser's fate.
The winner
humiliate
gets
them.
to meme on each other's wall without
No. Something
reciprocation.
on camera. Something on camera after
The
the
meme lord
competition's
will
done.
not allow that. The meme lord will not
Yeah.
allow.
No.
I'm coming at you. I can't wait to just.
All right, I've got
So-
an idea. The winner gets to choose a tattoo for the loser. A small
No,
tattoo.
No,
what
no,
the
no,
hell
no.
is wrong with
Yeah.
you?
I'll pay for
No,
it.
no,
About
A
it.
small tattoo.
What
No,
the
no.
hell is wrong with no?
No.
I'm not having Hunter,
So here's
Hunter
the thing.
picking my tattoo. Are you fucking crazy?
Very small, very small.
Listen,
No.
no. I think it
No.
should be like this. Before you guys come to the event, right? You figure out how you would want to humiliate the other person, right? Something we can do on camera. And that
Jesus
way,
Christ, that's dark.
that's how we start it. Like, all right, so here's the challenge.
Like, why no one's
Each one of these guys has picked their humiliation. So now we know what we're playing for. And the winner gets to go up against Tom after this as well.
No, I can't wait. I'll win that competition too.
You're going to win. Did you just say you're going to win the competition against Tom?
Oh, no, even if I lose the competition, I'm great at being humiliated.
Yeah,
All right.
well, when you're a professional musician, there's a lot of getting good at like taking a shot to the face in a lot of ways.
All right, so
So
think about
many
how
ways.
you
Yep.
would want to humiliate the other person, and then
Oh,
we'll get
man.
back with you on that.
Hunter's evil. I don't know if I wanna. Hunter is
with
evil.
Marlon, I couldn't even.
Oh fuck, that's so
So
funny.
just
Yeah, but
be
Marlon,
even worse to him.
think of the opportunity. Yeah, I was gonna say, think of the opportunity.
I'm just not that.
I
I
lost
don't.
connection again.
I don't think that diabolical. If
He's up here.
I would have to really hate Hunter. Do you know what I'm saying? To really do anything.
No. Like, that's the thing. Like, don't be super evil. Like, still.
Yeah, but he
friendly,
would.
funny.
He would be super evil to me.
Well, I mean, that's more incentive for you to win.
No,
right?
I would never.
Goddamn liar.
I would never.
More incentive to win.
The way you just said "goddamn liar" really killed me. I don't know why. Goddamn liar.
This is a better Kenny versus Spenny right now.
That was passionate.
I
That
would
was-
never.
That was really
You
from the
goddamn
guts.
liar.
Goddamn liar. Oh, fuck.
Oh. So think of your within reason humiliation that you would want to do. Like pouring milk on them or something.
I
cool
get
them
to
off,
cut
you know
your
what I mean?
hair, Hunter.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, I'll do
That's
that.
a good one.
All
Medium
right.
diet, purple.
No, but I get to cut it. Like,
Nothing worse I've done
And
to
you gotta
myself.
wear the hairstyle for
Oh,
2
you get to
days.
cut it. Fuck that.
Facial hair too.
I get to.
Facial hair too.
And there ain't no way your beautiful girlfriend's gonna be able to fix what I do to you, fucking head. I tell you that.
Oh,
yes.
We're talking about what happens if you lose the bet.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. All right, deal. What I can do to you, cut out for a little bit.
No.
Well, you gotta
You
decide
have to.
that.
You have to come up
Yeah,
with it.
You have to come up with that. Marlon came up with his. You got to come up with yours.
He's getting a tattoo of George Washington.
I'm not getting a tattoo of
No
anything.
tattoos.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
That's a
See what I'm
fucking
saying?
funny one, though.
This is
That's
what
a
I'm
fucking
saying.
funny one, though.
That is what I'm saying. Like, I do something where your hair can grow back. It's not
Something that we can do.
He
Hunter,
wants to.
Oh.
something that we can do
Tattoo-
on site.
No. Fucking,
Like-
you have to give your fucking cell phone to somebody else with all the codes to all your fucking.
Oh, he signs up for a blind date. of my choosing.
Oh, like you get his Tinder account. Oh, that's like another extended part of the episode. All right, so that's so. Are we good with this? Hunter gets your Tinder account until he secures a date for you that you can't see. And if Hunter loses, you get to cut his hair.
And he's got to keep that hairstyle for 5 days.
Yeah, for 5 days. And that has to be his profile picture as soon as you cut his hair.
Oh, that's always my first move.
That's a great bet.
Are we all good with that?
I love how you guys just assume I'm single. I appreciate that.
Oh. No, I'm sorry. It was his idea. It was his friend's idea. I was just running with it.
Quarantine day. But hey, boys, I gotta go, man. So let's line this competition up.
That was a quick one, but that was a fun one, boys.
Yeah. We'll figure out. Like, you guys spitball ideas until you guys come up with one that you're both good with. All right.
Sounds good.
That was my best laugh of the week, guys.
Sounds great.
It was fun.
All right, fellas.
All right, man.
Goddamn liar.
See you later.
Love you, boys. Be good.
Love you,
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah.